A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 289th edition of TSR Primetime, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Wednesday, July 4th, 2018, and happy 4th of July, everyone. I think it's our nation's, I think it's our 242nd birthday or something like that. Listen, I know I'm a bad American for not knowing that. But on a serious tip, happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope that everyone is having a safe and productive 4th of July. Well, not necessarily productive, but be safe out there, guys. You know, do not drink and drive, man. It's not worth it. Listen, man, I've certainly had my share of legal issues in the past. Fortunately for me, none of it has had to do with drunk driving or DUIs. DUIs will fuck up your life. Obviously, if you are, I mean, you could kill someone, you can kill yourself, somebody you love. So listen, man, get turned up, but do not drink and drive, guys. That is absolutely the wrong thing you do. And of course, if you're going to get laid this 4th of July, use a condom. Use a condom, guys. Wrap that shit up. Right? Like, that's how that goes. Do not raw dog your chick unless you have a vasectomy, and even then, still wrap the shit up. But definitely have a safe 4th of July, everyone. Glad to be here. Listen, shout out to our servicemen, you know, defending our country. Shout out to my brother and my father. They both served honorably in the military. So happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope we're all getting drunk and fucked up and full of steak and barbecue ribs and all that. We are streaming simultaneously on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And of course, DonovanSharpe.com. 8 different channels across 5 different platforms. So welcome in, everyone. It is good to have you. It's good to have you in however you are watching. 914-205-5356 is the number to call to tell me what's on your mind. You can hit me with questions, comments, show ideas, personal stories you'd like to share. Give me a call if you have anything on your chest. And again, I kind of had to do this the other day. If you want to call, and I get this a lot with Blog Talk Radio, if you want to listen to the show, there are many other platforms with which, you know, on which to listen to the show. Don't call up and listen on Blog Talk Radio, because as I start to get more callers, I'm not going to be able to tell who really wants to get on the air and who wants to, and who's just calling to listen to the show. You know, because, you know, I don't want to have 9 or 10 callers in the queue. I'm not there yet, but I don't want to have 9 or 10 callers in the queue going through. Oh yeah, I'm just listening, but thanks, you know, thanks. I'm just listening. All right, well, now I want to say something. So again, guys, you know, listen, I know guys do this to save your data. But listen, find a reliable Wi-Fi connection and watch it through there. Don't call in to listen to the show. If I see your number in the queue, I'm gonna answer it. So listen, if you call the number, be prepared to come on to the show. If you do not want to call, you can always chat. The chat box is right next to the video player. If the video is running a little slow on your end, click the video only link just underneath the player, and that should do the trick. Listen, it's probably because of the chat software that we're using. The chat software is, I know it takes up a lot of memory, as far as I know, but it seems to be working pretty well. I don't know. I'm not having any lagging issues on my end. They upgraded the internet. They upgraded my internet. I was at 250 megs. They upgraded me to 450. They were supposed to give me a gig, but I guess whatever router is supposed to give me 1 gig for whatever reason didn't come in. They're out of stock on those. So whatever, you know, we'll certainly be patient, but yeah, click that video only link. You guys can follow, add, and like me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just do a search for Donovan Sharpe on all 3 platforms. For all things Donovan Sharpe, go to DonovanSharpe.com. There you will find all of my content, which includes the entire archive of TSR Primetime, my appearances on other platforms, as well as the archive of the over 200 articles I have written for Return of Kings as well as negromanosphere.com. I've written for those two sites for a total of a combined, what is it now? A little over 6 years. So be sure to hit DonovanSharpe.com if you want access to that stuff. If you want to contribute to the show, go to www.streamlabs.com/Donovan's Den. That's streamlabs.com/Donovan's Den. You can use any credit or debit card. You can also use PayPal, and you can use Bitcoin. So if you like the show, if you get something out of it, you want to show your appreciation, drop a little something in the tip jar. Streamlabs.com/Donovan's Den. Every little bit counts, guys. No contribution is too great or too small. All right, let's do my shout outs here. Shout out to Chase LeBeau, Sir Trix-a-Lot, Anel, Darcy Mills, Tommy G, as well as my man Anesh in the Donovan Sharpe chat room. Shout out to Julian Adolf Lacayo. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Epic introduction, very good. David Small, good to see you. Evolved Phil on the Twitter side, Periscope side. Cameron Gillian on Facebook. Sharif Bowling on Facebook. Justin Sutton in the house. Charles Merchant. Love it. Charles Merchant says, objectify her was bomb. Yes, I posted pictures of what my girlfriend is wearing right now. I posted a picture earlier that, listen, I showed you guys what she was going to wear for the 4th of July, and she is wearing that shit, and I posted pictures. Straight up. Just letting you guys know I'm walking a walk, and when I get off the show, I'm absolutely going, dude, I'm going to fuck the life out of her. Oh my god, dude, listen, my balls are heavy, and watching her prance around in tiny panties and see through this and heels she can barely walk in, her ass is in big trouble when the show is over. She better hope this goes 2 hours tonight, but it's not, because my balls are heavy. All right, Yadadelphia, Paul Fortuna on the Instagram side, Retta Brooks, Mozart Gate, Shamari Henry on the Instagram side, Regal DJ, Sadukar, Jabari NYC, Hustles, K, Tony Chicago, Brando, Pox Z, good to see you. Jabari says he is a $5 Patreon. How do I get to comment on the shows? You got to watch on DonovanSharpe.com. If you go to DonovanSharpe.com, there's a chat box right next to the player. So if you want to comment on the shows, go to DonovanSharpe.com and go to the chat box. Mike Colquin, ranks 22. Pox Z says, man, I've been trying to watch the show on your site, and it's always been trouble on my end. Yeah. Again, guys, I'm still working out the bugs. I don't know. Everything seems fine on my end. Everything seems to be okay on my end, but I'll certainly work to hopefully alleviate those problems. Only Adrian. Very good. Dating Mindset Game. Wow, a lot of you guys in on Instagram. Holy smokes. Nicolele Duma 10 says currently running Dread Game. Loving the results so far. CJ as well. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Good to have you guys all in here. Shout out to all of you. Let's go ahead and get this party started here, guys. A while back, and I can't remember. I don't exactly remember when. It's probably a few months ago. I was on with O'Shea Duke Jackson, and I was discussing why men should never believe anything a woman says, even if she is telling the truth at the time. And an interesting question came up from one of the viewers, which really got me thinking. That was sort of the genesis of this episode. And he says, well, how do I know I was a woman's first choice? Now, that had nothing to do with, whether or not you should believe what a woman says. And for the record, you never should believe what you see, not what you hear. We all know Red Pill 101. I don't know why he brought that up, but it was a very good question. Now, to me, as far as I'm concerned, guys, it's a shame that we have to ask ourselves this, because listen, we know that it is a safe assumption that when you start fucking a female, she is fucking other dudes. And don't get it twisted, guys. Don't come at me with the, well, I know I was the only dude fucking her, right? Well, how do you know? Because she told me. Right. Because all girls tell the truth, right? Girls never say one thing and do the other, right? Always assume that the girl you are fucking or the girl you have just started fucking is fucking somebody else. Because when you make her your girl and you run into one of her old friends at the bowling alley or at the grocery store and you find out that he was fucking her at the same time you were, don't start tripping like you didn't know. Don't start tripping don't start acting like you were surprised. Okay? Listen, girls are always juggling cocks, gentlemen. Always. There are no exceptions to this rule. Anyway, the answer to the question, how do I know if I was my girl's first choice, answers itself. Because if you have to ask, then the answer is that you weren't her first choice. You just happened to be the one available and she didn't want to be alone. Now, listen, here's the thing, guys. Don't take it personal, right? Like, I don't make the rules, but you are not special. Nobody's, dude, shit, I'm not special. There's nothing that I have that my girl can't get from someone else. Now, listen, I happen to have a combination of many traits that make men attractive to women. Good looks, confidence, ambition, I'm self-employed, relentless, blah, 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 blah. A lot of guys out here with one or two of these, but not many of them walking around with all of them in one person. And that's one of the reasons my woman is loyal to me. But even still, guys, even still, there's nothing unique or special about me. Yes, gentlemen, I have fucked more girls than the average man, but that doesn't make me God's gift to women. What separates me from most men is the other reason my woman is loyal to me, and that is the application of red pill awareness. Notice I said the application of red pill awareness. A lot of guys have red pill awareness, gentlemen, but most of them don't apply it. I was talking about this with Jonathan from modernlifedating.com yesterday. Listen, there are a lot of guys out here with red pill awareness. I mean, most guys know that bitches ain't shit, but most of them don't have the balls to demand a woman's best. Most of them don't have they don't have the intestinal fortitude not to be afraid of a woman's emotional shenanigans, not to be afraid of a woman's tantrum, okay? A woman's tantrums, not to be afraid to say, hey, look, you're wearing this, you're going to prance around in heels and big hoop earrings and red lipstick, and when I get done doing what I'm doing, you're going to deep throat my cock until you choke out. That's what separates us from 95% of men out there. But you, the guy who's asking, well, how do I know if I was her first choice? You already know you weren't because you're asking. And don't try to fool yourself into thinking you were because you know you weren't. You were the last man standing who was dumb enough to make her your main chick even after you found out that she was fucking 3 other dudes. The other 3 dudes said, you want to be my girl? Shit, you can be my side chick, but you ain't about to be my main chick. You let me fuck you in the ass the first night. How many other niggas let you go backdoor on the first night? Because I know I wasn't the first. You were the thirsty dumbass who said, well, I don't care what you've done in your past. I still love you. We're going to be together forever. Now, on the other hand, on the other side of the coin, if you were her first choice, it is very obvious. So obvious, in fact, that you never really have to think about it. But I can understand that there's still a shitload of guys out there who are still a little unsure as to whether or not you are plan A or plan B, C, or D. So I'm going to give you the signs that you are her first choice. I'm going to give you guys 4 signs that you are her first choice. And then with those 4 signs, I'm also going to detail, hey, listen, I'll tell you if you know you're plan A, but if she does X, Y, and Z, you know you're probably plan B, C, or D. So here we go. The first sign is she is always available. If you call her, she'll be there. If you call her and say, yo, come over tonight, she's there. She doesn't give you any bullshit like I have plans, I have work tonight, I had a long lunch, or I had an early dinner, I had a late lunch, my girlfriend. No. If you call her or text her to come over, she comes over. When you text her, she responds quickly. None of this Mickey Mouse 20 and 30 minutes later. None of this good morning texts and then she texts you after lunch. Oh, I'm sorry, I just got your text. No. She is always available. The texts are always enthusiastic. She is very straight up with you. She doesn't play games. She isn't vague. She is definitive. When you tell her, hey, come over tonight, she doesn't say, well, if I don't have anything to do tonight, I might come over. No, she says, I'll be there in 10. If she has plans, she will inconvenience herself to see you. You say, hey, let's go to the movies on Saturday, right? She'll pause for a few seconds. If she has plans, she'll be like, okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Those few seconds, she was remembering she had plans with her friend, but thought to herself, you know what? I'll just blow her off so I can see him. And a lot of times, if a girl likes you enough, she'll agree to a meetup whenever or wherever, and when the dust settles, then she'll make excuses for everybody else. If you are a woman's first choice, she answers the phone every time you call her. Even at all hours of the night, she will answer the phone. No question about it. She is always available to you. Now, if you were not her first choice, if you were plan B, C, or D, it's a different story. Her text messages are sporadic, not always enthusiastic, sometimes hours, sometimes days apart. She'll rarely pick up the phone when you call. She will flake on you. She will cancel meetups. Not all the time, but enough to let you know that she is fucking someone else regardless of what she tells you. She tries to move, if you are a plan B, a plan C, or a plan D, she often tries to move your meetups to different times or different days because you're not important enough for her to inconvenience herself for you. Oh, you're still fucking her, but only because plan A isn't available and she needs some dick. She needs some validation. Plan A hasn't texted her in 3 hours. Plan A hasn't confirmed that he wants her to come over that night. So she needs some quick validation. So she calls her plan B, C, and D. That's where you come in. Plan A gets what he wants whenever he wants. Plans B, C, and D, they get the leftovers. Straight up. TSR Primetime is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. I've used Happy Hippo kratom since 2014, and you guys know I swear by this stuff. It elevates my mood. It makes me more productive and gives me laser focus, all without caffeine. Go to happyhippoherbals.com today and save an additional 25% off when you pay with Bitcoin. That includes your shipping. 1821manmade.com for your best beard ever. Go to 1821manmade.com. The paste, the clay, the pomade, and the pomade will have your beard looking, smelling, and feeling better than ever. I've used these products for almost a year, and as you guys can see, they are definitely as advertised. To tighten up your beard game, look no further than 1821manmade.com. To get access to the TSR Primetime archives, all it takes is to become a $5 patron on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. For less than 17 cents a day, all video and audio versions of these live episodes will be available to you whenever you want. Now listen, you can watch live every night, Sunday through Thursday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. But if you want to be able to rewatch or re-listen, $5 a month is all it takes. In addition to the archive, gentlemen, you'll get access to my exclusive interviews with Red Pill heavy hitters. I'm talking guys like Rollo Tomasi, Alpha Male Strategies, Minister Jap, Illimitable Man, Ryan Stone, Richard Cooper, and many, many more. So head on over to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe to get your hands on the kind of content that can change your life for just pennies a day. Patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you have questions or comments. Let's hit the chat. See what else we got in here. Looks like Chase LeBeau is he's got motorcycle lessons lined up in August. Very nice. Listen, Chase, I'm gonna tell you what. If you ride a motorcycle, dude, that's gonna increase your sexual opportunities by about 5-fold, my friend. Wow, very good. Yeah, you learn, dude. If you're riding a motorcycle, trust me, man. Trust me, you're gonna make some pussies wet with that. So good for you. Good for you. And Elle says, I think there are more blue pill guys in the world than red pill. I think red pill guys are few and far between. Well, here's the thing. I think more and more men have red pill awareness thanks to the internet. And not only that, girls are putting their fuckery and their bad behavior on full display. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. I mean, they're so brazen and dude, open hypergamy, open cuckoldry. So guys know women are fucked up. But men who have the discipline and the intestinal fortitude to apply red pill awareness to in their lives, their jobs, their businesses, their work, and their women, those are the guys that thrive. Those are your 5%ers. Zakalaka, good to see you in here. Anel is raving about my beta Donovan voice. How dare you? Terrence Velasquez, good to see you in here on the Facebook side. Yosef Israel says, thank you for the education you spread. No problem, man. It is my pleasure. I mean, seriously, I love what I do, guys. I really do, man. Like, listen, this is not easy. It is very hard with all that's involved, but dude, I wake up, I'm ready to work every day, man. I'm ready to work every day. So the pleasure is all mine, guys. I really, I feel so fortunate to, never in a million lifetimes would I have ever thought that I would actually be doing something that I love to do and getting paid to do. It's just, it blows my mind even to this day. Happy 4th of July, Israel legal to you. Terrence Velasquez says, what? You are a special Donovan Sharpe? Yeah. Osvaldo Villarreal, I think that's Lucario. It says that shit is so true. True indeed. David Small, good to see you in here. Mr. Mink on the Instagram side. See if we have any other questions in here. Okay, very good. Jabari STLNYC says, can you date a single mom if she has a 15-year-old daughter? Well, yeah, you can do anything. I wouldn't recommend it. You kidding me with that? No. Yes, listen, you can date a single mom as a 15-year-old daughter, but that's not something that you need to be doing. No, listen. You've watched me long enough to know that I'm not going to endorse that. You can do whatever you want, right? But dude, you date a single mom with a 15-year-old daughter? Have fun with that. Kalulu Duma says, don't be stupid. Okay, see, there you go. Coupe DeVille TV checking in. Cole Sam, Shabazz 1970 says, nice to see the man back in action. Shabazz, I never went anywhere, man. I continued my show on my website, donovansharpe.com. Derleiden, good to see you in here. King Muhammad says, I'm thinking about moving to Vegas from Phoenix, Arizona. What is your opinion? Is it a lot of hot girls that actually live there? Yes. Dude, man, don't get me started talking about Vegas, man. Listen, the answer is yes. I've been to Phoenix twice. But I've never lived in Phoenix. I was actually, it was either Phoenix or Philly. I chose Philly. But the couple of times I've been to Phoenix, yeah, they're good looking girls around there. But I can't really tell you definitively if there are more hot girls in Phoenix than there are in Vegas. I can tell you that, dude, there are hot girls. Dude, Vegas is swimming. You will be swimming in pussy in Vegas. And listen, every hour on the hour, new pussy lands at McCarran Airport. So you can strike out with 100 girls that day. Doesn't matter. 100 more girls are getting off planes and hitting the Vegas Strip. So, I mean, listen, you've got your answer from me. I don't think you can go wrong either way. But yeah. If you want to, if you want to move to a place where you're gonna have plenty of opportunities with good-looking women, yeah, Vegas is the spot. Absolutely. Red Pill Rob says, love your Instagram post today. Always the good stuff. Damn right. Yep. Check out my Instagram, my Facebook, and my Twitter. I put my girl on full display. Yep. She's a good-looking white girl. She's got a great ass, huge tits, and you guys can go and see all that. I'm gonna beat the brakes off of her after this show. The Real J Shep says, went to Louisville last week and hit 2 chicks. Very good. Don't even remember their names, but I'll never see them again. Thanks for the red pill education. Yeah, right. Exactly. You know, a lot of people ask me where I got my name Donovan from, and people assume that because I'm an Eagles fan that I named myself. My pseudonym is after DonovanSharpe.com, or Donovan Sharpe is after Donovan McNabb. No, Donovan is actually my Vegas name. When I first started fucking pretty girls, I used to tell girls my real name all the time. And a buddy of mine was like, dude, you're in Vegas. You never give your real name. I'm like, but dude, I live here. He's like, no, you're in Vegas. You give a fake name. I let it go in one ear and out the other. So I'm running game on this blonde girl, and I forget what her fucking name is. She's like, yeah, what's your name? I said, Donovan. It was the first thing that came to my mind. So there are more women in Vegas who know me as Donovan than women who don't. Very few women know my real name, but more girls know Donovan than the real Donovan. So yeah, that's where the name Donovan came from. Excellent. Miguel asks, do you have a podcast? Yes. Go to DonovanSharpe.com and you will get access to the podcast. Very good. Sir Trixalot says, bro, you were so right about fucking Vegas. Said my head was on a swivel out there. Dude, I swear to God, if you've never been to Vegas, you'll get whiplash looking at all the ass out there. And listen, you guys think I'm exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating, dude. Honestly, dude, the only two places you need to be in Vegas is Las Vegas Boulevard, the Vegas Strip, and Fremont. That's it. You don't need to go anywhere else. You don't need to go anywhere else. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. I fucked up my feed here. Ah, damn it. All right, let me get my chat back here. Because I was about to answer. Rational Male says Vegas has expensive women. Shout out to Rollo Tomasi. Yeah, Vegas does have expensive women. If you're looking to pay, listen, I will never shame a man for fucking prostitutes. If you want to hire hookers, that's fine. But if you don't want to go broke, don't fuck prostitutes in Vegas. Rollo Tomasi checking in on the Instagram or on the Twitter side, the Periscope side. All right, here we go. Trying to get to all the chat here. Chase LeBeau says, we need the Cocaine Chronicles. Dude, oh my God, man. Yeah, that is something I promised you guys, isn't it? Dude, oh my God, I could tell you so many stories about fucking, oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. Had some good times, some fucking scary times. Oh my God. Cocaine is the best, worst thing ever. I Am Legend says, I had a good time in Vegas last summer for the International Beer Pong Tournament. Good. Very good. Very, very good. Excellent. Justin Sutton says, wait, Donovan. So Donovan is your real, he said, so Donovan isn't your real name. Yo, my man Donovan is on another level. Yeah, listen, man, it took me a while to get here. I know a lot of you guys think, oh, Donovan is the man. He's got a hot girlfriend. He fucked all these girls. Guys, trust me. Trust me. Go to DonovanSharpe.com, dude. Go to Red Pill Origins. Without it, dude, I used to be the beta simp, right? Like, I rented a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house for a woman I never fucked. She was fucking her baby daddy who had just gotten out of prison while I'm paying the rent and the cable. Yeah, I've been there. Guys. I've been there. Miguel says, is there a monthly income where you can coast, not give up on working, but give yourself a day off? You got to be a little bit more specific there, Miguel. Good question. Hit me in my DMs, man. Hit me in my DMs. Sir Tricks-a-Lot cosigns with Rollo Tomasi, says hookers are very expensive out there. You have to be patient to find good, cheap pussy. I've never paid for sex, so I'll take your word for it. I will take your word for it. If you are watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter, come on over to DonovanSharpe.com to watch the remainder of the episode. Again, my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter audiences, come over to DonovanSharpe.com to watch the rest of TSR Primetime. Thank you guys for tuning in on these platforms. I will see you guys over here in just a minute. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get in on the show.